Hey guys, Musically is here today and I'm back with another video. Now today's video we're going to be reacting to Black Veil Bride's song called Perfect Weapon. Now luckily this song does have a music video thanks to Alejandro, where he mentioned that this song and I think Pens and Knives was the other song. Those were the only songs that actually have music videos for this album. So yeah, I'm going to be checking out the music videos if they have any instead of just, the cover the covers for the songs. I don't think the newer one that they redid, they do have a music video for that, so I'm gonna just be check out the normal cover for that. But I'm excited that I get to see a music video with this first album of theirs. I've been going on a bit of a journey on this album. I just can't wait to see where this the direction where the direction for this album goes and how I feel about it towards the end, because right now I still don't know what to think about the album or the band's starting point. I don't know if I really like it or whatever, but I want to go throughout this journey, and from what I've seen, Knives and Pens is their biggest song in this album, so I want to see why is it so popular, what made them so popular. I'm pretty sure that's the first song that got them their popularity in the rock scene, so that's gonna be interesting to see. So yeah, let's get into it.
This record is for the outcast. Following are stories of love, life, and never giving in. We are the Black Veil Brides.
Okay, it was cool how in the beginning where he was sitting there and showing the mouth, that was the same image on the cover art of this album. So I think that was cool that they represented that in this first music video from this album. The singing and the screaming, especially the screaming, it's reminded me of the last two songs. Like I said, it's the more old school, like early 2000s vibe. So I'm getting a little bit more of a gist throughout this album that that's the style that they're doing for this album. That scream, I don't think it's purely just like natural. I think they also put a little bit of auto-tune for it. Obviously it sounds more digital than just pure raw screaming, which some people might have a problem with. I don't think that's bad as long as it's not as a crutch, not used as a crutch, but just to amplify the song. Or the sound, I think that's fine. But yeah, the singing part, I really like that. I think he has a nice clean voice. Like I said, I always appreciate clean vocals and stuff, and how good artists can be, because I think that's where an artist can shine the most, is how well and polished their voice can be, how smooth it is, and how different and unique it could be compared to other rock stars. So yeah, I'm really liking that. But and though I do like the fact that they're doing like more old school early 2000s rock songs, I do think that it can be a problem of the entire album sounds like that, or majority of it, because then people can be like, this album's kind of stagnant, and they didn't go with too many different directions or avenues. But like I said, it's their first album, so usually people, when they do music, they try to find an avenue that they fit in. Sometimes they might go one lane at first, but then they might diverge through different lanes throughout their career. So just like Bring Me the Horizon, starting off as deathcore and metalcore, and transitioning into more alternative rock and all these other styles. So people transition and stuff, and it's always the fun thing about rock music is to see the journey that you see these artists progress through. Because I think if you look at any other musical genre, if you look at rap or pop or country, there isn't that much of a change and diversity in the music style that the artists do. Maybe like in rap they have a little bit of, they change up their cadence and their flow at times, but when it comes to rock music, they change their genre and their style completely. So you can see stylistic changes significantly in rock music. That's one of the coolest things about it. But yeah, it seems like they have this style. From what I heard from the newer ones, it seems different, but I don't know how much more different. So I want to see just throughout this music the progression of their musical style or taste. So yeah, let's get back into it. So that was Black Veil Bride's Perfect Weapon from their album We Stitch These Wounds, their first album. Well, the music video was quite interesting. It was crazy towards the ending that they revealed the veil in the back was a bunch of emo or gothic kids dressed up like them. That I thought was kind of funny that they had like little kids there, and then they had the little crowd here. And obviously they ended up with chanting the name. This does seem, like I said, a more like a stereotypical looking rock type of music video, but people assume like everybody wearing all black and makeup and just the crowd there and stuff. But yeah, I think it was a simple music video. Obviously they went all out with the way they dressed. They've changed the way they dress. That like I said, when it comes to music, especially rock music, there is significant change throughout the history of these people. Of like for example, like Falling in Reverse. I absolutely love that band, but if you see Ronnie Radke's style throughout his career, it transitions quite a bit. Like literally in his in his early stages, he was doing the same thing where he was wearing these wigs with these weird hairs, like weird hairstyles. He had a Karen haircut for some reason. So yeah, some people might cringe at this and be like, oh, this and that, but people adapt, they evolve, they change. And from what I heard, it seems like this was when he was 19. Right now he's 30. He's obviously doesn't dress like this anymore. His style's got a lot better. But stylistically, people start from different avenues. So I try not to judge too much of how people dress or how they start off, because I used to dress very horrible. I'm not saying I dress amazingly well now, but I used to dress horrible. But that was when I was like a kid, my mom had to give me my clothes. But yeah, if I look at my older stuff, I wasn't really proud of how I dressed. But yeah, you can see a stylistic change with everything. I can see already a history right here building up and seeing what's gonna happen in the future, how they develop throughout their category. So yeah, let's get into the next one now. Okay, so now we're on the the redone version, the new version of Perfect Weapon. Like I said before, they do some stuff that they changed compared to the original, but it's not always super drastic or completely stylistically changed. It's just a more polished, updated, cleaner version. So I want to see how they're going to do this one, since it did have a music video, and if it had a music video, it had to be one of their more popular songs from this album. So I want to see how they're going to handle a more popular song from their album and how they're going to, change it. Are they going to, I'm not going to say they're going to ruin it, but are they going to make it better than what it originally was? Or is it going to be lesser? So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I really like this one. The original one was good, but I think this one is a lot better. The instrumentals from the jump was already better. The screaming, his vocals, I think that's the biggest improvement he's made throughout his career, from like since this album came out like 2020 to like 2010. He, within a decade, his vocals and his technique has gotten significantly better. It improved a lot more. He has more energy into it. He fluctuates his vocal ranges a lot more, and he keeps it more creative and on tone. So yeah, I think that's really great what he did in this album. Redoing it, you get to see the evolution of their and the progression of their musical talents and abilities. It's And like the original wasn't bad, but this is significantly better. Also, I forgot to mention that the last one, the guitar playing was amazing. The guitarist is he's insane. He's one of the best guitarists I've heard play. Like he kills it, he shreds it. But yeah, I can't wait for that part throughout this song. But the one thing I really wanted to specifically talk about was his vocals. His vocals got better. Yes, the instrumentals are even more clean and polished altogether around, harmonizing and stuff. But his vocals have significantly improved, and I think that's the best part about their journey is the fact of seeing his progression through his his singing. His singing has got significantly better, and this one I was really enjoying it. So yeah, I think this one, like the last one was good, but this one is like great. This is like that was a good song, but this is a great song. They made it even better. So yeah, I'm really liking the direction they're going with in this one. So that was Perfect Weapon by Black Veil Brides. I really like the newer version more than the original. The original was good, especially the guitar solo, but this one was just a lot better. Like the music, the singing was significantly improved. The instrumentals were as good in the last one, but this one, it was just more polished and all well-rounded. The one big change I would say that they direction that they did in this song, in the original one, when they did the guitar solo, they just let the guitarist go off purely. Whereas in this one, they implemented the drums a lot more and more heavier throughout it, which I actually quite liked. It depends on which one you like more. Personally, I think both are great in their own right. Just the pure guitar solo and then adding the drums, whatever one you like, I think it's fine. But I like the way they implemented the drums because it makes it more unique and different in this song, and it just showcases creativity level of different ways you can construct a song that's already been made. There's different avenues you can go, even if you try to keep it intact as the same. There's different stylistic choices you can do in it, because the drums they didn't have to add that part in, but they added in to put a little bit something more to it. So yeah, drums definitely help out guitar solo. Sometimes it's fine without it, but it could definitely help it out a lot, and it did do really good wonders with this song. This song, the newer version, I liked a lot. Not when I say I like it more than the other one, that doesn't mean I don't like the other one. I do like the other one. I just think that the way they did it was significantly improved. It was just a very polishedly clean version of that one. It was just like, that one it was like good, but then they cranked it up even further. So that's the amazing thing about this song. And I think, like I said, this idea is pretty cool. I want to see if there's any other bands that have done this concept. I know there's bands that have redone their old songs and stuff, but I mean, like in this way, Usually they do it in a way where they completely change it or they add completely something new to it. But I want to see, like, is there any other bands that do an updated version of the original where they keep it the same, but they just, showcase their progression throughout their careers, compared to it. Because usually when they do like, a redoing of a song, it's a significantly different feeling and style. Like with how, Ronnie Radke did with his songs from, like, Falling Reverse, he made it more of an epic, darker, what's the thing called, more thought-provoking songs. And for Breaking Benjamin, they do different styles where they change it with, like, different instrumentals or different levels of hardness or, different stylistically completely. Whereas this one, they keep the style the same, but they're just showing you how they progress. So I want to see if there's any other bands that do that. Though I really love this song. I think the song is really great. I think this was one of my favorite songs on this album. It's just a really good all-around song. Hopefully, though, they do make songs that there's other songs on this album that are a little bit more, different and unique and creative. Because you don't want to keep on doing the same thing. People are gonna consider it kind of like stagnant music. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for next time.